I think that your infection's in your bone. You're going to lose your leg. And I was like, I don't care. I'll talk about when I got sober. So obviously I came down here. I got about 6 months or so. I worked really hard, but I had about 6 months and I ended up relapsing and I overdosed. And I was like mad. I remember crying, being like, I had time,
Oh, yeah,
blaming
yeah.
everybody else, but like I hadn't done anything. And it took me on this really deep, dark journey that totally changed my life. I ended up moving into this place with this girl that was in recovery because I thought maybe that would keep me sober.
Right.
I thought moving to Jupiter would keep me sober because, my drug dealers were down south and that didn't work either. So I was trying all these things when I knew what the solution was. And I got caught by my roommate and I went to treatment and my insurance cut me off after like 14 days. And I was like, that's fine. I was ready. Because what had happened is when I got to the treatment center, I had severe wounds on my legs because I, at that time, was now doing IV crack. So it was breaking down my skin and my legs. I was also doing heroin, cocaine, anything really. And I had no veins anymore. So my body was basically like breaking down and I didn't care. So they were like, you have to go to the hospital, obviously, to get evaluated, to get cleared.
Wow.
So they did bone grafts because they were like, I think that your infection's in your bone. You're going to lose your leg. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I didn't care.
Wow.
Yeah. So luckily, obviously, I have two
like
legs.
chills all over my body. That's so scary.
And when I tell people that, they're like, I couldn't even picture this moment,
I understand that feeling of not caring, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, they were pretty bad. I still have scars on my legs that took me about like 3 or 4 years to be comfortable with myself. So I would never wear shorts. I would never wear skirts. Now I don't care.
Right.
It just is what it is. And when I was in the hospital, basically they told me that, I just needed like IV, like severe IV antibiotics and all this stuff. And I ended up AMAing out of the hospital. I don't know how I got down to a bad area in Boynton, but I did. I don't remember because I was on Ativan because I was withdrawing. And I ended up walking around with no shoes on in a hospital gown for a day.
Yeah.
And that brought me back to treatment. And after that moment, I was just like, I'm done. That was it.
Yeah.
So, I got out in 14 days and I was like, this is it. I'm not going back. I can't go back.